Why we need sunlight. The hidden science of how sunlight shapes your body and mind, Part 2. Welcome back to Army. In the first part of today's journey, we discovered that sunlight is much more than something that helps us see the world. It allows our bodies to produce vitamin D, regulates our biological clock, and influences both our sleep and our mood. But now, let's ask a more important question. What happens when humans don't get enough sunlight? At first, the effects may be so subtle that you hardly notice them. You wake up feeling tired even after a full night's sleep. You struggle to concentrate during the day. Your mood becomes less stable. You spend more time indoors and gradually feel less energetic. Many people assume these changes are simply part of a busy lifestyle. However, scientists have found that insufficient exposure to natural daylight may play a role. To understand why, we need to return to your body's internal clock. Imagine that every organ in your body is a musician in an orchestra. Your heart has its rhythm. Your liver has its schedule. Your digestive system follows its own daily cycle. Your hormones rise and fall at carefully timed moments. If every musician plays at a different speed, the performance becomes chaotic. The same thing happens inside the body when the circadian rhythm becomes disrupted. Morning sunlight acts like the conductor raising the baton. It synchronizes the entire orchestra. Without that daily signal, the body's timing gradually becomes less precise. This is especially common among people who spend long hours indoors, under artificial lighting. Artificial lights certainly allow us to work at night, but they are usually much weaker than natural daylight. On a bright sunny day, outdoor light may reach 50,000 to over 100,000 lux. Inside many homes or offices, light levels may be only 300 to 500 lux. To your brain, these environments send very different messages. One says, "It is daytime, stay alert." The other is far less effective at reinforcing your biological clock. This is why many sleep. Researchers recommend spending at least some time outdoors in the morning whenever possible. Even a short walk outside may provide significantly more natural light than remaining indoors all day. Now let's consider another extreme. Can too much sunlight be harmful? The answer is yes. Just as the body needs sunlight, it also needs protection from excessive ultraviolet radiation. Sunlight contains different types of ultraviolet rays. The two most important reaching Earth's surface are UVA and UVB. UVB helps the skin produce vitamin D, but both UVA and UVB can damage skin cells when exposure becomes excessive. Imagine leaving a piece of paper under strong sunlight every day for months. Eventually, the paper begins to fade and weaken. A similar process can occur in human skin. Ultraviolet radiation can damage DNA inside skin cells. Normally, the body repairs much of this damage. However, repeated exposure over many years increases the risk that some damaged cells may not be repaired correctly. This is one reason excessive sun exposure is associated with an increased risk of skin cancer. Scientists also know that ultraviolet radiation accelerates skin aging. Many of the wrinkles, dark spots, and loss of skin elasticity commonly associated with aging are influenced not only by time but also by years of accumulated sunlight. Dermatologists sometimes refer to this process as photoaging. Interestingly, the sun itself is not the enemy. The problem is imbalance. Too little sunlight may contribute to vitamin D deficiency and circadian disruption. Too much sunlight increases the risk of skin damage. Human biology depends on finding the right balance. This idea appears again and again throughout science. Water is essential, but excessive water can also be dangerous. Exercise is healthy, but overtraining can cause injury. Sleep is necessary, but sleeping far beyond normal needs may also signal health problems. Again and again, nature teaches us that health is often found in moderation. Another fascinating discovery concerns the immune system. Researchers have found that sunlight may influence immune function in several ways. Vitamin D receptors are present in many immune cells, suggesting that vitamin D plays a role in helping regulate immune responses. Scientists continue investigating exactly how this relationship works. While many questions remain, it is clear that sunlight affects much more than our bones. Now let's leave Earth for a moment. Imagine living aboard the International Space Station. Astronauts orbit Earth approximately every 90 minutes, experiencing multiple sunrises and sunsets every day. Without carefully controlled lighting schedules, their biological clocks could quickly become confused. To help maintain healthy sleep cycles, space agencies use specially designed lighting systems that change brightness and color throughout the day, mimicking aspects of natural sunlight. Even hundreds of kilometers above Earth, the human body still depends on the rhythms shaped by millions of years of evolution under the sun. This reminds us of something remarkable. Although modern technology has transformed nearly every aspect of our lives, our biology still carries the imprint of our ancient ancestors. The human brain and body evolved under open skies, following the rising and setting of the sun. That history is still written into every cell of our bodies today. Today we've learned that both too little and too much sunlight can influence our health. We've explored the delicate balance between vitamin D production, circadian rhythms, skin protection, and the remarkable ways our bodies have adapted to life under the sun. But one final question remains. How much sunlight do we actually need? And what do scientists recommend for maintaining a healthy balance in everyday life? In the final part, Army will separate scientific evidence from common myths, explain practical habits supported by research, and reveal why one of the most powerful health tools available to us has been shining above our heads all along. I'll see you in the final chapter of today's journey.